Hi, my name's Sofie,
Hi, my name's Leila.
and today we are going to be reading some books and reading some poems. So first, I will be reading The Curious Garden by Peter Brown.
And second, I will be reading Llama, Llama, Mad at Mama by Anna Dooney.
And then we're going to read some poems all about spring, and if we have time, we'll read another book. Let's get into it. The Curious Garden by Peter Brown. There once was a city without gardens or trees, or greenery of any kind. Most people spent their time indoors. As you can imagine, it was a very dreary place. However, there was one boy who loved being outside. Even on dreary days, while everyone else stayed inside, you could always find Liam happily splashing through his neighborhood. It was on one such morning that Liam made several surprising discoveries. He was wandering around the old railway, as he did from time to time, when he stumbled upon a dark stairwell leading up to the tracks. The railway had stopped working ages ago, and since Liam always wanted to explore the tracks, there was only one thing for the curious boy to do. Liam ran up the stairs, pushed open the door, and stepped out onto the railway. The first thing he saw was a lonely patch of color. Wildflowers and plants were the last things he had expected to find up there. And when he took a closer look, it became clear that the plants were dying. They needed a gardener. Liam may not have been a gardener, but he knew that he could help. So he returned to the railway the very next day and got to work. The flowers nearly drowned, and he had a few pruning problems, but the plants patiently waited while Liam found better ways of gardening. As the weeks went by, Liam began to feel like a real gardener, and the plants began to feel like a real garden. Most gardeners stay in one place, but this was no ordinary garden. With miles of open railway ahead of it, the garden was growing restless. It wanted to explore. Over the next few months, Liam and the Curious Garden explored every corner of the railway. Here's another picture of it. And another picture. It's very beautiful, as you can imagine, very scenic in the city. After spending his spring and summer and autumn with the garden, Liam's time on the railway was finally interrupted by winter. Heavy banks of snow fell on the city that season, and for the first time since he'd become a gardener, Liam could not visit the plants. Rather than waste his winter worrying about the garden, Liam spent it preparing for spring. After 3 cold months, the snow finally began to melt, and Liam rolled his new gardening gear over to the railway. The garden had always wanted to explore the rest of the city, and that spring it was finally ready to make its move. Once again, the little weeds and mosses set out first. They popped up farther and farther from the railway and were closely followed by more delicate plants. The garden was especially curious about old, forgotten things. You can see we have a car, maybe an old warehouse, an old sidewalk. A few plants popped up where they didn't belong. Others mysteriously popped up all at once. Cool. But the most surprising thing that popped up were the new gardeners. As you can see, you have all these people down here who are now inspired to be gardeners, all because of Liam. Cool. And we have the city becoming beautiful now with lots of greenery, some cool plant animals. Yeah, this is what the city looks like now because of Liam and his curious garden.
Hi, my name's Leila, and I'll be reading Llama, Llama, Mad at Mama by Anna Dooney. Okay, let's start. Llama, llama, having fun. Blocks and puzzles in the sun. Time to shop, it's Saturday, but llama, llama wants to play. First the shopping, then a treat. Mama llama gets the seat. Llama dreaming in the car. Wake up, here we are. Great big building, great big signs, lots of aisles, lots of lines. Llama, llama out with mama, shopping at the Shop-O-Rama. Yucky music, great big feet, ladies smelling way too sweet. Look at knees and stand in line. Llama, llama starts to whine. Clearance sales and discount buys. What is little llama's size? Try it on and take it off. Pull and wiggle, itch and cough. Shirts and jackets, pants and shoes. Does the sweater come in blue? Brand new socks and underwear. Llama, llama does not care. Cheese puffs and Odie crunch. Cheese puffs and Odie crunch. What would llama like for lunch? Llama, llama doesn't know. Llama, llama wants to go. Loaves of bread and cream of wheat. Llama, llama wants his treat. It's no fun at Shop-O-Rama. Llama, llama is mad at mama. Flying pasta, spraying juice, paper towels rolling loose. Coffee, bread, and chips galore. Shoes and sweaters hit the floor. Crash the cart and smash the signs. No more waiting, no more lines. Out go socks and cheese puffs. Llama, llama, that's enough. Please stop this fussing, little llama. No more of this llama drama. I think shopping is boring too, but at least I'm here with you. Let's see if we can make this fun and get the llama shopping done. Let's be a team at Shop-O-Rama. Llama, llama shops with mama. Sweep up pasta, mop the juice, wrap up towels rolling loose. Pick up puffs and find the socks, put the shoes back in the box. Push the cart with mama llama, almost done at Shop-O-Rama. Time to leave, the shopping is done, no more waiting, time for fun. Out to parking, not too far, where did mama leave the car? Strap the buckle, grab the box, put on brand new shoes and socks. Say goodbye to Shop-O-Rama. Llama, llama loves his mama. The end.
Okay, now we're going to read some poems about spring and flowers and plants because it's that time of year. All right, this one is called The Little Plant. In the heart of a seed, buried deep, so deep, a tiny plant lay fast asleep. Wake, said the sunshine, and creep to the light. Wake, said the voice of the raindrops bright. The little plant heard it and rose to see what the wonderful world outside might be.
All right, I will be reading a poem about goldfish. Goldfish, goldfish, swimming all around. Goldfish, goldfish, never makes a sound. Pretty little goldfish never can walk. All it does is wiggle when it tries to walk.
This one is called Spring is Here. Spring is here, spring is here. Goodbye snow, flowers grow. Birds and bees, leaves on trees. Hello spring, hello This spring. Book is called Bun Bun Button by Patricia Calico. Paige Elizabeth Darling adored her grandma. When Paige visited, which was often, Grandma let Paige help bake soft sand cookies, make the beds, and feed the kitties and dogs. When Paige was done, she and Grandma would climb into the old blue chair which they loved and cuddle and read. Everybody at Grandma's house loved the chair. Her 5 kitties did. The dogs did. Her grandma's pet squirrel did. Even Grandma's goldfish did. Sometimes it got a little crowded. According to Grandma, the secret of the old blue chair was that it soaked up so much love from all of them that it spilled all over whoever was sitting in it. Aren't we lucky to have this chair, Grandma? Paige would say. We're darlings, and we darlings have always been lucky, Grandma would purr. One day, as Paige sat in the old blue chair, she found herself thinking something was missing. When the kitties and dogs and the squirrel sat in the chair, they each had toys that Grandma had made just for them. Everyone except Paige. Grandma, can you make me something for me to hold when I'm in the old blue chair? Paige asked one day. Grandma smiled. I had the perfect little something in mind, and to sew just for you. She dug deep into her calico chest and pulled out some cloth. That night, she and the cat pinned and stitched, working long after Paige was in bed. The next morning, there, right next to her pillow, was the most beautiful stuffed bunny she had ever seen. Paige hugged her next to her heart. I'm going to call her Bun Bun Button, Paige whispered. And did you see that tiny little pocket in the right ear for your finger when you nuzzle her into your face? Grandma asked. Sure enough, there it was. Paige nestled Bun Bun Button into her cheek, put her favorite finger into the stuffed bunny's ear pocket, and cuddled and cuddled. So I guess there you have Bun Bun Button, and that's the little pocket right there. Bun Bun Button went everywhere with Paige. She rode in Paige's special doll buggy, watched while Paige waded in the rubber pool under the sleeping willow, sat with Paige by the bird bath. At night, when Paige climbed into her bed, she felt the softness of the pocket to the Bun Bun's ear and held her close until they both grew very sleepy. One sunny day, as they were on a walk together, Paige and her grandma came upon a big round man selling round balloons. Paige's grandma picked out the biggest, reddest one for her darling granddaughter. Walking home, the balloon tugged at the string. It wants to fly, Grandma, Paige sang out. It's filled with helium, Grandma said. If you let that string go, it will float up far away. When they got home, Paige tied the balloon to Bun Bun's arm. Sure enough, when she let go of the string, Bun Bun floated up to the ceiling. Look, Bun Bun Button wants to fly too. Don't take that balloon outside with Bun Bun tied to it, her grandma warned. You know what will happen if you let go. But Grandma, Bun Bun wants to see the sky, Paige pleaded. Tie the string around my wrist. Paige held onto the string too, just in case, and went outside with Bun Bun. That's not good, because I think we know what will happen next. Bun Bun and Paige danced around the backyard together. They ran around the bird bath, bounced under the sleeping willow, skipped around the lilac bush. The string was tied to Paige's wrist, and Bun Bun was perfectly safe. But then she jumped the private hedge. The string got caught and came untied. Up, up, up the balloon went, and Bun Bun with it. It floated up past the bird bath, around the fountain, and finally up past the sleeping willow tree. Grandma, Paige cried. But then a big gust of wind came and blew the balloon higher and higher until the balloon and Bun Bun disappeared into the clouds. That night, even in the old blue chair in her grandma's arms, Paige cried and cried. There was no Bun Bun to nuzzle as her grandma read to her, no ear pocket to hide her finger in, no soft little round belly to have next to her cheek. You think Bun Bun will be all right, Grandma? I love her so. Maybe a wind will blow her right back here to us, Grandma said. We darlings are lucky after all. Meantime, Bun Bun Button was on the greatest of all adventures. The balloon rose and fell, blown by trade winds all over the sky. Oh my gosh, Bun Bun looks like he's having fun. That night, Bun Bun was closer to the stars than she had ever been before. But when the sun came up, a flock of honking geese flew into Bun Bun and the red balloon, and the string caught in the foot of one of the geese. It honked and flew and pulled Bun Bun along until the balloon broke with a snap. Bun Bun started to tumble and fall end over end. The wind whistled through her little ears until Bun Bun landed on the back of a seagull and rumbled toward the ground. Down and down. And down. Finally, she came to the rest on the lowest climb of a willow tree. There, a squirrel picked up Bun Bun and bounded out of the tree, scampered over the privet hedge, and ran under the lilac bush, and dropped Bun Bun right at Grandma's darling feet. "Oh, pet," Grandma exclaimed, "where have you been?" "I'm going to dry you off and mend you good as new." When she was done, she put her on Paige's pillow to see when she came over after preschool that day. Paige came to Grandma still very sad. She didn't even want her sand cookies and milk. She went straight to her room, and there she saw Bun Bun, Bun Bun, you come back to me. She scooped up Bun Bun in her arms. That night, Grandma, Bun Bun, Paige, the cats, the dogs, the squirrel climbed into the old blue chair together. "Oh, Grandma, we darlings are lucky, aren't we?" Paige sighed. "Maybe it is more than luck that brought her back to us, pet. Maybe it was love." And as they all sighed and sipped mint tea and ate soft sand cookies and cuddled deep into the old blue chair. The end.